going to try playing a little bit of music, a little bit of piano in the background today. So we're going to try that out for the audio. Also wanted to remind you that we are recording our yoga sessions, and I'm adding them to, I have a YouTube channel that's just Candace Rose Yoga. On that channel, you can access these classes. I have some other videos on there as well. And so that alternate nostril breath that I taught last week, there's also a video of that. And I'm going to go through that again today. So welcome. Let's go ahead and get started in our comfortable seated posture. You'll want to use your pillow or your blanket underneath your hips just to make it easier for you to sit. So you can see I'm sitting on it. You can make it as thick as you'd like. And then you can sit cross-legged, or you can stretch a leg out if you need to, or both legs stretched out. So let's place the hands into the lap or on your knees. And close your eyes. And take a deep breath in and out through your nose. And lengthen from the base of your spine all the way up the back, through your neck, through your top of your head. And start to relax down through the top of your head, through your forehead, around your eyes. Relax through the nose, relax your cheeks, the corners of your mouth, relax your jaw. Down through the neck and throat and the shoulders, down the arms to your fingertips. And relax again through the upper back, your chest and lungs, your heart center, through the abdomen, your lower back, and from the hips all the way down the legs, through the feet and the toes. Okay, let's focus now on your breathing. So you're going to count to yourself the length of your inhale, count again the length of your exhale. So you can try to even out your breath. We call that matrika pranayama, an even breath. So if you inhale to the count of 7, you'll exhale to the count of 7. And just continue to focus on the breath. Let yourself be fully present for this next hour while you practice your yoga. And let's start by bringing the chin forward. Let your head hang down. And just draw the chest up towards your chin and stretch to the back of your neck, down into your shoulders. And then roll your head to one side. The ear can hang toward the shoulder. Relax your jaw. And around to the back. Let your head go back. And over to the other side. And bring your head back down to the front. Okay, let's do a few circles. Inhale as you roll your head to the back. And exhale back to the front. Do 3 circles to each side. Just take your time. Follow the breath. If your neck feels tight, okay, move slowly. Keep your jaw relaxed. And you can decide how far back you want to hang your head. All right, when you're done with your neck rolls, let your head hang down, clasp, lay them gently on the back of your head and add a little weight to your stretch and hold. And bring your head back up to center. Put one hand on your head, the other one on the leg. Gently draw your ear toward the shoulder and hold. And then over to the other side. Good, and let your head come back to center. You can open your eyes. Let's look back and forth, side to side. Loosen up the neck and the shoulders a little bit more. One more. Good, and let your head come back to center. Arms by the side, inhale, reach, and come on up. And you're gonna clasp your hands together, turn the palms upward and stretch. And as you exhale, just lean to one side. And inhale as you come up, and exhale over. Inhale to center, and exhale. Inhale. As you come up, exhale over. Good, and go ahead and bring yourself back to center. Pull back slightly with the arms. Let's let the fingertips touch. Inhale, exhale as you let your arms come down. And let's take the hands behind your back. So you're gonna clasp your hands together, gently roll the shoulders back and hold. And relax. Go ahead and reach forward. Let your fingertips touch your shoulders. We'll bring those elbows in and back and around. Good, and change direction. And relax. Go ahead and stretch your legs out in front of you. Okay, we're actually going to start on our backs today after doing the neck and shoulders. I want to loosen up the lower back. So if you have a blanket or towel and you'd like to use it for extra padding, you can do that. Go ahead and just stretch that blanket down onto your mat. Okay. And then come on down onto your back. If you do have, like I actually just use a tie. If you have a tie or a bathrobe belt, or you happen to have a yoga belt handy, you can just have that next to you. It's okay if you don't have one today. I'll show you some variations where you can hold onto your leg. But for future yoga classes, just have one handy. So we're gonna come on down onto our backs. Go ahead and draw your knees in and clasp your hands across your legs. And let's just start. Take a nice deep breath. And let go of all that tension along your back, and you can rock a little bit from side to side. So you can clasp your hands across your legs and gently rock, and just allow your back to relax. Good, let's place the feet down on the mat, and I'm gonna have you put one foot on either edge of the mat. So your feet are nice and wide, knees are bent. Let your left knee, let that drop down towards your right foot. So just getting a good stretch right across that upper thigh. And just hold for a moment. Now we're gonna switch. Let your right knee drop down towards your left foot and just hold for a moment. Nice deep breath. Good, and let's go back and forth. So you're gonna drop one knee and then the other knee. Back and forth. And let your knees come back to center. Let's place the feet hip distance apart. So we're going to start with your, we'll start with the left leg. I'm going to have you draw the left knee in towards your chest, clasp your hands across that knee. So you're hugging that knee in close, and let's rotate your foot, your left foot, make a nice big circle. Loosening up the ankle, and you can change direction. Good. All right, we're going to extend that leg up. So you can have two variations. You can either clasp your hands behind that thigh and stretch your leg up, or you can take your belt, put it around the bottom of your foot, and just extend your leg up like this. Okay. Now I'm going to give you an additional stretch. You can keep that right knee bent with the foot on the mat, and this is easier on your lower back. If you feel comfortable stretching it out, go ahead and stretch your right leg all the way onto the floor. I want you to keep this left leg nice and straight. So if you're bending the knee, go ahead and lower the leg a little bit. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to have it so close. And again, you could be holding on to the back of the leg or using your belt, and just hold for a moment. Good. Let's bend that right knee again. Have the foot on the mat. We're going to bend the left knee, and you can just set the belt to the side. All right, pull that leg in again. Now what you're going to do is take the outside of your left ankle and lay it across the right knee. Okay. And just gently, you can use your hand on your thigh, gently bounce that left leg a little bit, loosen up that hip. Good. Now you're going to let both legs come in towards the chest, and you can use your hand. You're going to take your left hand through the legs, and you're going to hold behind that right leg or across the right shin. And if this is a difficult posture for you, it's okay to use the belt as well. So if it's difficult to get that leg up, you can put the belt through and you can hold it like this. Okay, so I've given you several variations. If it feels good to rock a little bit in this posture, you can add that in as well. Again, nice deep breath here. These are great exercises to help with lower back. If you get any lower back pain, we're all sitting so much right now, working on our computers, doing all these virtual meetings. So this is a good way to loosen up the lower back, stretch out the hips. Good. So we're going to go ahead and undo the legs. Place your feet down onto the mat for a moment. Okay. And let's switch over to the right leg. So some of you are using the belt. You're going to draw that right leg in. Let's first start, though, by just rotating the ankle. So pull your right knee in, make a big circle with your right foot. And let's change direction. Good, and now extend that leg straight up. Some of you are holding onto the back of the leg. Some of you will place the belt around that foot and extend that leg straight up. If you want to get a deeper stretch, stretch your left leg down onto the floor. Let's try to keep that right leg nice and straight. So some of you are going to lower the leg a little bit, pushing out through the heel. We'll get you a good stretch and just hold. And inhale and exhale deeply. Good, and bend the knee. You can take the belt off, just lay it to the side. And let's have both knees bent. Okay, we're gonna take the outside of your right ankle, lay it across your left knee. Start by gently pressing and kind of rocking that hip, pressing that knee away from you. Good, and then bring both legs in, and you can clasp your hands behind that leg or across the shin. You can also use your belt. And gently draw that leg in. If it feels good to rock a little bit from side to side, go ahead and add that in as well. Good, and let's undo the legs, place the feet down onto the mat, and we'll have the feet hip distance apart, arms rest by your sides. So we're gonna move into a bridge posture. Go ahead and press your feet down into the mat, raise your hips up into a nice arch and just hold. Keep those big toes pressed into the mat. Inhale and exhale deeply. Inhale, and as you exhale, roll down slowly. one vertebra at a time. And then go ahead and draw your knees up into your chest and relax your back. So good opposite stretch. All right, we're going to do that again. Feet on the mat, hip distance apart, arms rest by your side. And press your feet into the mat, lift your hips, and hold. This is good for the heart. Can help reduce hypertension, right? Getting the hips up above the heart center. And inhale, and as you exhale, roll down slowly. And let's bring those knees back up into the chest and relax. All right, keep the knees tucked in. Open your arms out to the sides. We're going to start by going to the left. So keeping the knees together, I want you to lower the legs to the left. Let the knees come all the way to the floor. Let your toes and feet touch the floor. Now you might feel your right shoulder come up a little bit. Turn your head, look out towards your right hand, and this will help draw that shoulder down. And then to increase the stretch, you can place your left hand on your right knee and gently pull down. I want you to hold for a moment. And take a nice deep breath. Inhale and exhale slowly. Good. Inhale as you bring your knees up to center. Let's go over to the other side. So lower the legs to the right, turn your head, look over to that left hand and stretch. And you can put your right hand on your knee if you like and draw down and just hold. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Good, and let your knees come back to center. Okay, I'm going to bring us back up to a seated posture. So you can either roll to your side and help yourself up with your hands, or hold on to the backs of your legs or clasp your hands together. Swing your feet and just rock right on up. Right up to seated posture. Good. All right, so from here, let's come over onto the hands and knees, and we'll do a little more warm up. If you want extra padding under your knees, you can fold your blanket. Hands are directly underneath the shoulders apart, toes and feet are relaxed. So we'll do the cat and dog tail stretch where you tuck your chin in, round your back and shoulders and stretch as you exhale. And then arch your back and look up as you inhale. Exhale, round your back and shoulders and stretch. And inhale, arch as you look up. And just continue to follow the breath. All right, with the next exhale, let's bring the hips back to the heels. Forehead to the mat, you're gonna stretch out through the fingertips. You're in the half tortoise posture and just hold for a moment. And then from here, let's do a downward facing dog. So you want your hands just a little bit wider than the shoulders. The small finger is towards the edge of the mat. You're gonna come up onto your hands and knees, let your toes curl under, lift your hips and gently press back. You can keep your knees slightly bent. Keep lifting your hips, press towards your legs with the chest. Let your head be neck be relaxed, let your head hang. And then let's do the runner stretch where you bend one knee, push your opposite heel down to the mat. Good. Let the shoulders come forward. Let your knees touch down onto the mat. We're going to sit towards the right heel. Let your arms twist over to the left and just hold for a moment. Okay, go ahead and hold. And breathe. 3. And 4. And 5. Good. Let's do the other side. So come up onto your hands and knees. Sit back towards that left heel. Reach over to the right and stretch. Another good stretch for that lower back. And 2. 3. 4. And 5. Good. And come back up onto the hands and knees. So we're going to slide the left knee all the way up between your fingertips. Take that left heel, turn it in by your right hip bone, stretch your right leg back just a little bit more. Inhale as you look up, and then exhale as you come on down. So this is your half pigeon pose, and you're just going to hold and relax. All right, bring the chest up. The hands are firmly on the mat. We can use downward dog to transition, or you can just slide your left leg back and rest in a half tortoise for a moment. If you're going to do the down dog, you're on the ball of that back foot. Lift your hips, draw your left foot back and stretch. Good. Bring the shoulders forward. Let your knees touch down to the mat. Let's slide the right knee all the way up between your fingertips. Turn the heel in. Stretch your left leg back. Inhale as you come up. And exhale as you come on down. And you can rest on the forearms, or you could bring your forehead down onto your arms. Good, and bring the chest up. Let's place the hands firmly on the mat. One more time, step it back into your downward dog and stretch. And bring the shoulders forward, knees come down to the mat, relax your toes and feet, bring your hips back to your heels, forehead to the mat, and just stretch. And it's okay if the hips don't touch the heels. Just get a good stretch through your back. If it feels good to rock a little bit from side to side, you can do that. You can also open and close your fingers and your fists a couple of times. Okay, we're strengthening the hands in the downward dogs. You can stretch them out as well. Good. Bring yourself up into a kneeling posture. So we're going to stretch out your toes and your feet before we come to standing. So let your toes curl under. Sit back on your heels. And if you're comfortable sitting up onto your feet, you can add that in. Nice stretch for your toes and your feet. And then from here, we're going to come up to standing. So you can go ahead and place your blanket just off to the side. And I'm just going to readjust my mat for us. So you can see me. All right. So let's come in our standing posture. Let's start with the feet about hip distance. Hands on the hips, knees are relaxed or soft. I'm going to have you lean forward. Roll around to the back as you inhale. Exhale back to the front. Inhale as you roll to the back. Exhale back to the front. Good, and change direction. and come back to center. Inhale as you exhale, fold down into your front bend, let your arms hang, let your head hang, sway from side to side. Bend your knees, reach to the floor in front of you and come on down into a squat. And then let's press back into the front bend. So go ahead and fold. Back down to a squat. Good, and back into that front bend. Bring your chest up, hands to the hips. Inhale as you come on up. Let's do a standing back stretch. You're going to support your back. You just put the heel of the hands right under your rib cage. Soften the knees, lift through the chest, gently lean back. And then come right back up to standing. All right, let's bring the feet closer to each other now. Arms slightly out to the side. Inhale, reach out and up. Let your fingertips touch. And as you exhale, you're going to lean to one side. So just press out on that opposite hip into your half moon. Inhale as you come up. Exhale over. Inhale to center. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to center. Inhale. As you exhale, you're going to fold right down into your front bend. Bring the hands under the front of your legs and draw your chest forwards. You're stretching out your lower back. So something like this. And then exhale as you fold. And then inhale, reach and come all the way up. And then bring your hands back to your heart. Okay, so let's do that a few times. Inhale, reach up. You're just following your breath. Exhale as you fold. Place your hands on your legs, draw your chest forward. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach and come on up. And back to the heart. And reach up. Exhale as you fold. Draw your chest forward, inhale. And exhale. And reach and come on up. And back to the heart. So the lips are closed, but your jaw is relaxed. Let your teeth separate. Nice, slow, deep breath. Exhale. So you'll hear a slight sound. It's almost like in the back of the throat as you exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Reach and come on up. And again, inhale. And exhale. Draw the chest forward, inhale. And exhale. Reach and come on up. And back to the heart. One more. Reach up. Exhale as you fold. Draw the chest forward, inhale. And exhale. And reach and come on up. And back to the heart. And just pause for a moment. Good, and relax. All right, let's step the feet nice and wide on your mat. Have the toes pointing straight ahead. The hands and arms rest on your legs. Okay, so I'm gonna have you start by extending your right arm out with the palm facing upward. Go ahead and reach up. Inhale, as you exhale, slide that left arm down your leg and stretch. Inhale as you reach up, and exhale, let your arm come down. Let's do the other side. Reach up. Inhale, exhale, slide that right arm down and stretch. Inhale and exhale. Let's do that again. Reach up. Inhale as you exhale, stretch. Inhale and exhale, and one more. Reach up. Good. And inhale, and as you exhale. All right, hands on the hips for balance. Inhale, as you exhale, come forward into your front bend. Go ahead and hang your arms down to the floor. Let your head hang. Reach over to the right leg and try to bring your head towards your knee. And then left leg and do the same thing. Come back to center. Go ahead and bring your chest up, hands to the hips. Inhale as you come on up. Good. And you can heel toe or step your feet in. Right back to center. All right, inhale. As you exhale, let's fold into the front bend. Bend your knees, get your hands to the floor in front of you, and come on down into your squat. And then go ahead and come on down to a seated posture. So you're going to stretch your legs out in front of you. And relax. Good. So I'm going to have you open the legs out, right, into a split leg posture. Now, for some of you, if it's difficult for you to sit up tall in this posture, go ahead and use your blanket. So you can sit on that to raise your hips up a little bit if you need to in this posture. Okay. We're just going to open the legs out like this. All right, so I'll mirror you. So why don't you take your left hand? I'll use my right hand. You're going to reach over to the opposite leg. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale as you stretch on out. You can do either side. Just reaching out to that opposite leg and hold. And 2. And 3. And 4. And inhale as you reach. Exhale, let your arm come down. Let's switch over. Go ahead and reach up and stretch. And 2, 3, and 4. And reach as you come on up. Exhale, let your arm come down. So we're going to lean forward into this posture. Go ahead and stretch forward. And I find that moving a little bit, like stretching from leg to leg, side to side, can help you to relax in this pose, make it a little bit easier to stretch. So once you do that now, go back and forth. Good. Work your way back to center and go ahead and bring yourself up. Let's draw the feet together. So this is your butterfly pose. It's a nice opposite stretch. Relaxes these muscles we just stretched out. So let's bounce the knees a little bit. And then from here, you want to lean forward, lengthening through your lower back. Good, and relax. Go ahead and bring your knees in, stretch your legs out, rock your feet in and out. All right, I'm gonna have you come on down into your back again. So if you're using your blanket, go ahead and stretch it out onto the floor. Come on down onto your back, just draw the knees in and relax. I'm gonna move my mat up a little bit so you can hear me and see me a little bit better. So once you're on your back, go ahead and pull your knees in and just rock a little bit from side to side. Let go of any tension in your lower back. All right, let's do another twist. We're going to open the arms out to your sides. Now you can keep your knees together. That's sort of the most comfortable or easiest variation. If you want to add to that, take your right leg, cross it over the left one. Now go to the left. So everyone's going to the left. Let your knees and your feet rest on the floor. Turn your head, look out towards your right hand, and relax your shoulder. Good, and then slowly untwist. Let's Come back to center. You can cross your left leg over the right one if you want to add to the twist. Go ahead and go to the right. Let your knees and feet rest on the floor. Turn your head, look out towards that left hand and stretch. You can use your right hand to pull down on the knee if you want to and hold. And close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Good. And then slowly untwist, bring yourself back to center. Go ahead and pull the knees in one more time. And then relax. Stretch yourself all the way down onto the floor, onto your mat. And you can let your feet fall out to the sides. Let your arms rest by your sides, the palms facing upward. Take a nice deep breath. Close your eyes softly, and we'll do a little bit of relaxation here in what we call Shavasana, right? Full relaxation pose. So close your eyes softly, take a nice deep breath. Inhale and exhale through your nose. And imagine a blue ball of light. This is the life force or pranic energy, chi energy. And imagine at the point between your eyebrows, a blue ball of healing light. See this light as it moves down to the base of your throat, connecting the dots, healing your body through the meridians. This blue ball of light moves to the inside of your right shoulder. And now the blue ball of light moves down to your right elbow, all the way down to your right wrist. See the blue ball of light at the tip of your right thumb, your first finger, the middle finger, the ring finger, your small finger. The blue ball of light is at your right wrist. It moves up to your right elbow and all the way up to your right shoulder and back to the base of your throat. Imagine that blue ball of light at your left shoulder, down the arm to your left elbow. See that blue ball of light at your left wrist. The tip of your big left thumb, your first finger, your middle finger, the ring finger, small finger. The blue ball of light is at your wrist. It moves up to your left elbow and all the way up to your left shoulder. And imagine that blue ball of light at the base of your throat. It moves down to your heart center. And then over to the right chest and lungs. Back to your heart center. That healing blue light moves over to the left chest, lung. And back to your heart center. See that blue ball of light at your navel center. Down to your pelvis. And imagine that blue ball at your right hip. Down the leg to your right knee. The right ankle. And see that blue ball of light at the tip of your big toe, your second toe, third toe, fourth toe, small toe. Imagine that blue ball of light at your right ankle. Back up through the right knee. This healing blue light is at your right hip and back to the pelvis. Imagine that blue ball of light at your left hip, down the leg to your left knee, all the way down to your left ankle. And now imagine that blue ball of light at your big left toe, your second toe, third toe, fourth toe, small toe. See that blue ball of light at your left ankle. Imagine that blue ball of light at your left knee, at your left hip. And now back to your pelvis. Imagine that blue ball of light at your navel center, the heart center, the base of your throat, the point between your eyebrows, and now at the crown center, the top of your head. And your whole body now is filled with that blue healing life force energy. And now slowly take a deep breath. Start to bring your awareness back just by moving your fingers, moving your toes. And as you slowly start to come out of your relaxation, you can draw your knees into your chest one more time to relax your back. And then you can either roll to your side or you can rock up, but come to a seated, comfortable seated posture. All right, so we're going to close the Hatha Yoga portion of the class by bringing the hands to the heart for a moment. And it's always nice to, when you do your yoga, part of that wonderful energy that you create stays in that space. Of course, you'll take that with you today as well, but it's nice to gift it to someone. So you can think of someone right now who could use a little peace or happiness and send them those thoughts and that yoga piece to them. Good. And then eyes are open. Namaste. So thank you again for joining me. Those of you that would like to do a breathing technique and then sit in meditation for the next 15 minutes, you're welcome to stay. Those of you that need to go about the rest of your day, just have a wonderful, peaceful, happy day. All right, so to do the breathing technique, I would like you, if you're not already sitting on a blanket or a pillow, go ahead and do that. And some of you might want to make it pretty thick, because I would like you to be in a seated posture for this, for these exercises, so you can sit up nice and tall. And you'll notice what that does by sitting on something. You see how we get this natural sort of curve in the back. It's very comfortable and easy for me to sit tall and to take some deep breaths. If I'm sitting flat, this is what my back does naturally, and it's difficult to breathe. It's difficult to sit up tall, okay? So get yourself comfortable. At the end of this session, I'm just gonna quietly close the class so that those of you that wanna sit a little bit longer can do that, okay? If you don't have to rush off for the day and you've got a few extra minutes, go ahead and do that. This alternate nostril breathing not only will help you to come into sort of a quiet meditative space, but it's also really good for your chest and lungs. So to begin, you're going to bring your hand up. You can, whether you're right-handed or left-handed, doesn't matter. And you tuck the first two fingers down so that you've got your thumb and your ring finger. The thumb is going to close off my right nostril because I'm right-handed. And then the ring finger will close off my left nostril. If that's not comfortable for your hands, you can also do it with just your thumb and your pointer finger. It really doesn't matter. It's whatever feels comfortable to you. Okay, so the easiest way to do this is just to listen and walk yourself through it. So go ahead and close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath. Close your right nostril with your thumb and exhale through the left nostril. Close the left one and inhale right. Close the right, exhale left. Close the left, inhale right. Close the right one with your thumb, exhale left. Close the left one, inhale right. Now exhale through the right nostril. Close that with your thumb and inhale through the left. Close that left nostril, exhale right. Close the right one, inhale left. Close the left one, exhale right. Close the right one, inhale left. And let your hands come down and just breathe evenly through both nostrils. Notice how you feel. If you're a little congested, you can blow your nose. This might help to open up the nasal passageways so that the air flows freely right up into the brain. We're going to do one more round. You'll notice we do those in sort of cycles of 3, and then we switch the direction. So we're going to do this again. You're going to inhale through both nostrils. Close the left one with your finger and exhale right. Close the right and inhale left. Close the left one, exhale right. Close the right and inhale left. Close the left one, exhale right. Close the right and inhale left. Exhale through the left nostril. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the right. And let the hands come down and just relax in your lap and breathe deeply. And as you gently move into your meditation, another technique. Last week I taught the so hum, which is simply the sound of the breath. You can think the sound so as you inhale, hum as you exhale. Or another technique is you can just count the length of your inhale, count the length of your exhale, even out your breath. If your mind starts to wander and you're thinking about things, that's okay. Just detach, let it go. Come back to the sound of your breath. Come back to the counting. right? Just like you're watching sort of the clouds move by in the sky, just simply let them go and come back to your breath. Anything that comes up into your mind, you'll remember it later. If it's things you need to do, you can think about that later. Right now, just be fully present. Focus on your breath. Allow yourself to be still. If you would like to continue in the meditation, please do. And I just want to thank you for joining me today. And you have an amazing day.